Hi there, welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is a voiced roleplay playthrough with our clever Nano, and we're going to look at and speak to Prata, this merchant here. She has some technical knowledge that might help us to restore the crystal sarcophagus out in the reef of fallen worlds. In the shadows cast by the folds of this merchant's cowl, you glimpse hints of verdant chitin and amber mandibles erupting from pale human flesh. Her voluminous robes cannot hide the fact that her movements are off, as if too many joints inhabit too little space. But her voice is a warm, tumbling flood of spoken thoughts and impulses. A fair afternoon to you, warm, isn't it? Something begins humming in one of her many pockets, and her brilliant, multifaceted eyes flicker towards an invisible point in the distance. Well, not as warm as it could be, but this is the warmest minute of the week by a considerable margin. She trails off, but the hum continues. Oh, you have one of those tattoos too? Anyway, can I interest you in some prime artifacts, dusty relics, Numenera of uncertain origin? Scan thoughts. She looks like that pale woman. No, you're right, birdie. Not looks, smells. Ah, you appear to be transforming into an insect. We find that very interesting. I know, isn't it fantastic? I think it might be caused by the intermingling fields of the Numenera. I used to organize my thoughts. Or the ones I'm selling, maybe all of them. You never know how a variety of ciphers will interact with each other. They are such fun. Tell me about these Numenera you use to organize your thoughts. They're called Outlook. Oh, it's simple, sort of. Prata pulls 3 tiny Numenera from her robes. A buzzing bird figurine, a green music box, and a circular spring. Aha. I have too many thoughts. If I try to hold them all in one brain, I just stand and drool, you know, so each of these have a slightly different purpose. Which one do you want to hear about? Well, first things first, the bird figurine. Bird's pretty simple. If I'm running with a great thought I don't have time to complete, I shunt it into her so I can pick it back up later. She does make everything smell like berries, though. A thought like berries. And the music box? Jade box is a tough old lady. If I'm rolling with a more complex line of thinking, I bring her up and she chomps the individual ideas and she feeds them back to me. I try to use her as little as possible because she gives me headaches. No, what's the opposite? Head eases? Prata frowns. Anyway, they're worse than headaches because you can't go around thinking everything's all right. It's bad for your health. That's good, yeah. The circular spring. What is that about? That's Runda. She's a bit scary. I can shunt a bunch of thoughts into her, but she doesn't process them. She just gives them back to me, slightly changed and infinitely better than when they went in. Oh, every one of us needs something like that. Prata leans in conspiratorially. I try not to use her much. She whispers, it feels like cheating. Oh. I want to buy one of these. I'm interested in the spring. Prata flushes. I hate to say no, but I've had them since I was little. They're practically family. All right, let's talk about something else then. Absolutely, she says. Something whirs beneath her cloak, and she swats playfully at it. I've never visited this city before. Can you tell me about it? We want to know much. We'll come to that topic later when we have established a nice rapport or a nice conversation basis. There was, again, this dragon shadow. No, she laughs, and it sounds like a cloud of insects taking flight. I'll do better than that. Tell me anything about this place that worries you, and I'll make it better. That's a guarantee. Scan thoughts. We do love to help, don't we, Rhonda? Oh my. What part of the city should I see first? all of it. Take it from me. Everything is worth seeing, even the boring bits. Take your time, talk to everyone you meet, and keep your eyes open. That's just what we wanted to do. That woman could be our best friend. What part of the city? Yeah. Are there any dangerous areas I should avoid? Dear Prata, not at all. Prata says, waving her claws at you. I heard so many rumors about how the underbelly was ruled by vicious thugs, but when I went down there to make a trade, no one so much as glared at me. She hesitates. Of course, they were probably worried I was going to snip their heads off, but the underbelly is fascinating and worth the risk. Most everywhere is. Do you, Tibia says, leaning over to look at her shrouded hands. Snip heads off, I mean? You don't seem the type. I might be, Prata says brightly. I've never had to find out. Tibia leans back out of snipping range with a fixed, polite smile. I'm still finding my way. I think I could get a discount on your goods. Smile. Well, she says, looking momentarily uncertain. It's like watching a loud cloud passing across a summer sky. You know what? I'll give you a discount on everything I carry, from now until the last star in the sky collapses. Oh, you know, one of us dies. Can't do a thing about that. She laughs again, clearly unworried by the prospect. Let's talk about something else, then. Absolutely, she says, something worse beneath her cloak, and she swats playfully at it again. So, you said someone else had my tattoo. Who? Oh, right, a pale lady. She wanted me to fix an artifact of hers, but I couldn't make any sense of it, and that is rare, believe me. I felt sorry for her, to tell you the truth. She seemed sad, like she'd lost something and was never going to get it back. And she wouldn't say what she'd lost when I asked her. I know I could have helped. That's tragic. We have to find that woman, probably. I'm looking for someone who can repair a complex machine. Can you help? Ooh, I'd love to. Complex machines are my favorite, but no, I shouldn't. I'm really behind on work orders this month. This may surprise you, but I'm very, very, very easily distracted. Yeah, it totally surprises us. She shrugs beneath her robes. You're better off with someone else. Sorry. All right, then let's see what you have. I want to use that discount we've talked about. There's Prata. There's spray flesh. Something, yeah, some like potions, I would describe these. And what's this? Contingent subroutine. The next time this character is reduced to 50% or less in health or any stat pool, automatically refill health and all stat pools. It has one use only. Really? Consumes action. This violet black mass is formed in a symmetrical pattern of overlapping rectangles. The shape seems to be alive, or at least animated. Touching it sparks an unbidden, somehow clinical rage. The longer you touch it, the more closely it adheres to your skin. For a price of irrational hatred, you procure one thing, a second chance. So it is some kind of a tattoo, right? Seems quite useful. Oh, we cannot afford this. Yeah, we wouldn't buy it anyways. The third man. Refill health, might, speed and intellect for all party members. Wow. Small stone statue of a handsome man is cunningly carved. Something resembling music plays from it, filling the minds of the user and its allies with the hope and belief that victory is not only possible but inevitable, no matter what odds are being faced. Useful as well. A dart doing a lot of damage. What's that? Some kind of ring. Consuming action. Small green coil of braided wire unravels when placed in the ground. Healing wisps emanate from the strands, knitting together wounds. The reconstitutor. Phase detonation. Prey sector. Active entire crisis. Nice. This seems something that will be useful, right? It consumes the action and not the cipher. Let's buy that thing. I think that will be good. Or it is only used one time. We'll see about that. But we have 3 ciphers now, so it's pretty good. I've invested our shins in something that might help us, or not. So... yeah, that was probably enough now. Let's see about that stand. What's in here? This stall stands empty. Deep ruts in the layered rugs hint the heavy furniture hastily moved when the last occupant vacated. And various devices clutter the 3 tables the stall of Prata. Some of them spark and twitch, as if objecting to the proximity of their neighbors. This whole stand is going to explode, so let's keep our distance a bit. Buy and sell used memories here? What do you have? Razor sharp regret or dull remorse? Take your pick. Sealed jars of air here. What? Who is that boy? Let's talk to that boy. I ate one of those once, gave me the tremblers for weeks. So let's talk to Jerem. The child skids to a halt and rubs his forehead with a grimy forearm, leaving arrow tracks of dirt across his ruddy skin. Hey, Shiver, he pants, shading his eyes from the sun and grinning up at you. Never seen you before. Ah, you called me Shiver. What does that mean? Oh, Jerem says. A cautious light enters his rays. Really? You never heard it? Scanthos, that has changed too. We won't. There's no reason to lie to him. No? A nervous blush colors his cheeks. It doesn't seem like he's afraid of you, though. It's not mean, not really. It's a nickname for adults. Jerem glances at your face and goes for it. Some adults are nice to kids, eh? Pat the head, here's a flower, a bit of gnash, whatever. But some aren't so nice. They curse, they shove us aside when we're in the way. Kids remember shoves more than smiles, right? So, shover. Oh, all right. Scanthos, I don't understand. How can a place be so same? So the same, but so not. He's somehow out of place. Can that be? Do you like playing in the market? Not always, but it's better than school, eh? And I like watching Sophie make sculptures, the ones that go sharp and curly. Reminds me of the monster on the side of Scarrow Hall. There's a monster? Ah, what is that, a building, Scarrow Hall? Yeah, Shiver, Jerem says, chuckling. It's just a building at the center of town, 1,000 hands tall, with a mural on the side, like Sophie's sculpture. Here, but flat and in purple rock. Don't think you're going to miss it if you're looking for it, eh? We might, Kadastig whispers, studying Jerem with something like concern. The Scarrow Hall was a grand temple at the center of town, like that child says. I say it was, because it was torn down centuries ago. I do hope he's lying, because otherwise he is mad. Why are you so dirty? I don't know. Paja and Kalanor make me wash twice a day. Guess the dirt likes me, eh? Yeah, dirt always likes the kids. Don't your parents worry about you running around here alone? My parents? Jerem says, eyebrows crinkling. You mean Paja and Kalanor? They're watching me until my Mard and Zero come back for me. What do Mard and Zero mean? Huh? Jerem says, looking just as puzzled as if you'd asked him what hands are for. Mard, Zero, my parents. You asked me about them. Paja and Kalanor are taking care of me until they come back. This is strange. That's another one, isn't it? No wonder Paja doesn't like me talking to people. Jerem thinks. Wariness steals over Jerem's expression, and he bites his lip, as though he fears he has said too much and is trying to hold the rest of his words in. That's really the thing. You keep using words I don't recognize. Where did you hear them? Jerem's face goes white. Oh, we scared him. Oh, we didn't want to. I'm not allowed to tell adults about that or about where I'm from. His gaze steals to Prata and Kellanor, both of whom are suddenly taking a greater interest in your conversation. Don't ask, hey? Scan thoughts, I'm in so much trouble. I'm not even sure what I did. Oh, I hate to see this, Tibia says, raising his eyes to the sky. Such a bright and promising lad, and he's already keeping terrible secrets from his elders. What? Jerem says, squinting up at him. No, it's not like that. It's nothing rancid. I just promised I'd stay quiet, right? Tibia gives you a barely perceptible jerk of his chin, urging you on. He's right, Jerem. You shouldn't be ashamed of the truth. Tibia nods solemn agreement. You can't help noticing that he looks somewhat ashamed. Huh. Jerem wavers, looking between his adopted parents and the two of you. Finally, he gives up. All right, I guess I can tell you, but you can spread it round, right? All right. Tell me about where you're from. Here, Shiva? He says, brow crinkling in frustration. I'm from here. It just up and changed without me. I grew up in the Downs. My parents lost their spots on the work chain, and we went to sleep hungry more and more. Neither of them could look at me without crying. He swallows. But everyone in the Downs was starving. Wasn't anything new. People started using that archway more and more. He pauses, scanning your face. Scan thoughts. The Downs have changed too. I can see it on her face. What are the Downs? Jerem sighs. If you weren't in the families in the up, everywhere else was Downs, inside the wreckage. We dig deep, looking for food first, warm second. My neighborhood was inside this curvy spiral. If you've never seen paintings of a seashell, it's like that. Scan thoughts. I knew it. What is wrong with this place? Tell me about that archway you mentioned. We also saw an archway in the memory machine. Big thing. Always good smells coming out of it too, like roasting meat and sunny days. I used to watch it, but I was never sure what it was for, you know, and the parents in the Downs never talked about it either. He shrugs without looking at you. Then one morning, I saw Corna, a friend of mine, and her Maud go up. Maud gives her a kiss, sends her through, and Corna never came out again. Know what I did, though? Huh. Know what did, though? Yeah. What did come out? Bloody bones? Food? Music? Maybe music. Clothes, Shava, Jerem says. Lovely guess. But no, it was a metal ring, he says, lowering his voice to a confidential whisper. Didn't look to be worth much, but every once in a while you'd hear Corna laughing. Wherever she was happy, right? He raises his hand to his cheek, then continues. Handful of days pass, and my Maud takes me for a walk too. Said she'd find me when they'd saved the money, kissed me, and pushed me through it. Woke up outside another archway up in Government Square. Prata and Kellanor were waiting for me there. Jerem rubs his nose. They're not so bad, but I keep hoping my parents will stop by to visit, even if they don't have the money yet, right? He pauses, rubbing at the sudden moisture in his eyes. I try to laugh a lot so they can hear me, though. Oh man, what a story. So he's from another time, maybe? Crazy. Thank you and farewell. Oh, that's a lot to think about, right? And we should probably talk to Prata and Kellanor next time. So thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you. We'll talk to Paja and Kellenor to find out more about that archway and where Jerem came from. So happy gaming to you. Have a good time. Until then.